You got it? It's very heavy.
Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, good. Now we will need to knife.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Plants!
Yeah.
So Nick.
Yes.
How long have you been putting your literal blood, sweat, and tears into this yard?
Almost 2 years. Like seriously.
Almost 2 years of active manual labor.
I would say, I'd say there's been 30 solid days that I've lost to this yard.
Yes,
Yeah.
months off your life.
Yes.
For sure. Other than the trees, which you've had for a while, this is the first like thing you're doing where you're adding to the yard and not just undoing. And now I'm remembering before you even did our first design consult, you filled out homework telling me about your yard, and the question was like, tell me about your yard. And you just wrote emotional damage in all caps. That was it.
Yeah. This has been my therapy.
And now we're here to unbox some plants. These are your designs.
Yeah.
The YardFarmer did for you.
Yes.
421 native plants are going in, most of which are actually in these boxes from Garden for Wildlife. Garden for Wildlife ships plants to the East Coast and Midwest, and they are all 100% native, habitat supporting keystone species that are really important for native wildlife. It's just a really great way because sometimes when you walk into a plant nursery, you don't know what's native, what's not, and I'd say it's probably 99% not native. Maybe there's a handful of plants that just happen to be native, but nobody's talking about it, so you're not actually gonna be able to find them. So this is a great way to just, click a couple buttons and have them literally show up to your door. So they arrived yesterday.
Yes, they did.
We're about to see what we're dealing with. So you handed me a very scary looking knife. We're gonna get started. Listen, I don't wield weapons often.
It might not even be cutting all the way through there.
I'll let you do it if you...
Yeah.
Look,
nailed it.
See? Nailed it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see
Already
leaves!
green.
I see leaves!
Ready?
Yeah. Wait, these are like 2 mini boxes.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
I'm still holding a knife. This feels unsafe. Okay.
There's
there's 4!
many.
There's 4. Okay. I was curious. I was like, this doesn't seem like that many plants. But I think it is actually just...
Oh, you go first.
Okay. Crushed. Nailed.
Oh, beautiful.
Gorgeous. Beautiful box.
Future compost.
Excellent. Okay, how does one? Is there, yes.
Okay.
I think the plants are probably jam packed.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious to see how many. They're gonna be pretty small, and that's perfectly fine.
It's exciting.
Yeah, okay. You're pointing the knife at me. It's scary.
When I worked in New York, I worked at Kinko's, and I had my pocket knife all the time. I'd pull it out and people would be like, why do you have that? And I would say, for this thing that I'm using it for right now.
It's a tool, ma'am.
And that is, my rule is anybody who makes fun of the pocket knife or the first aid kit doesn't get to use either.
Oh, okay. I get it. Wow, okay.
This is fantastic.
So there's some grasses.
Yeah.
Okay, these are actually still in really good condition. And yeah, these look perfect. So we've smooth blue aster. Smooth aster. Listen, keystone species, okay? The monarch butterflies, you know about milkweed. I'm sure you've heard about milkweed up, down, all around. They lay their caterpillar babies on the milkweed, but then when the monarchs need to migrate in the fall, do you know what the only thing blooming is? This. Plant this. Save monarchs. That's all. That's all I need to say about that. Okay, so you've got 16 smooth aster right here.
Goodness.
20 of these grasses. I don't even know what these are yet. Wait.
Side
Purple love grass.
Oh,
you've got a couple. Side oats grandma.
Honestly thought they would be smaller.
It's gonna take 3 years for these to be filled in.
Fair.
Basically, year 1, plants sleep. Year 2, they creep. Year 3, they leap.
Nice.
So year 3, you're gonna be sitting back here feeling really proud of yourself.
That makes sense because my neighbor next, or 2 houses down, she's got all that stuff out front. She said that she heard it was 4 years to make a meadow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep, exactly.
Nice.
It is humid. My desert brain does not compute what is happening right now.
What were you saying the humidity was, Nick?
It was 95% this morning.
It doesn't make...
That was almost low.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
So isn't like 96% ocean?
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm yelling about the humidity not making sense, but also all of these native plants can just exist without irrigation. So like, who am I? Who am I to judge the humidity? Oh my gosh! Landsleaf coreopsis. It's a beautiful yellow daisy-like flower. Also a keystone species.
This is fantastic.
Golden Alexander, look at this teeny tiny baby. The good news is, you know, you have to plant 400 plants, but at least you're not digging very big holes.
Yes.
I feel like you can just kind of go like that. Kind of in. I'm just sitting here watching you.
You're fine.
I could have helped watching other people do work, which is basically my entire professional experience.
You have been so helpful throughout this entire process. We would not be this far without you. And we certainly wouldn't have been able to partner with Garden for Wildlife to get such an amazing yard. Will you pull that?
Yeah.
And then we'll...
We have milkweed! Woo! We have milkweed, everybody. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Oh my gosh, look. So listen, where's my smooth aster? I'm gonna give you the recipe from Garden for Wildlife here. You wanna save monarch butterflies? Listen, Garden for Wildlife sent Asclepias tuberosa, that's butterfly milkweed, native to a very large portion of the United States. This is what monarch butterflies need in order to, you know, be the host plant for their little caterpillar babies. If you don't have milkweed, we don't have baby monarchs. If we don't have baby monarchs, we don't have monarchs, right? But monarchs do a big migration where they go to warmer weather, and they do that in a time where smooth aster is one of the only things actually blooming. So smooth aster and other members of the aster species are their primary food source during that time for monarch butterflies. This plus this equals monarch butterflies. That is what you need to know. Dirt everywhere.
Love
This is very exciting. Blue wood aster.
Yeah.
More fall food for butterflies. Asters bloom late in the season, so it's a really good thing to do where, you know, you have early spring ephemerals and bulbs, then you've got like your primary perennials that are blooming, you know, May, June, July, August. Asters bloom in the fall. So by extending the season of bloom times, you're actually providing food sources for pollinators much longer. You also just get to look at prettier stuff in your yard for more months out of the year. So definitely consider staggering bloom times as early in your season as you can get away with and as late in your season as you can get away with. Aster is the way to have flowering perennials that feed pollinators well into the fall months. Do that. Do that.
That actually brings me to a point that I never discussed with you on purpose.
What?
Which is, I didn't, at the beginning of all this, I didn't really want flowers because they just get, they're so pretty for 2 weeks.
Right. But we stagger the bloom times.
Exactly, yes.
So, and we can even talk about adding some bulbs and things later on. So
Yeah.
you have early spring. Swamp milkweed. So this is also important. This is also a host plant for the monarch butterfly, but this likes wetter soil, so these are going in your rain garden.
Excellent.
Very, very exciting. What else do we have here? Jacob's ladder.
Yeah.
Bloom time April through June, so that's perfect. That'll give you some early season color.
Nice, and we have some St. John's wort here.
Oh, so pretty.
So cool.
June to August.
Nice.
Really good. And then the swamp milkweed will bloom into October, which is fabulous. We are aiming to get you multiple blooming plants through October is really the
Excellent.
succession plan that we're going for.
I love that.
How's it gonna feel to have the best yard of the block that's also super ecological, and therefore you can just be morally superior to everybody that you walk by?
Smug as
Smug. We're gonna be smug,
Yep.
morally superior. This is, like, as far as efficiency of setup goes,
Oh, right?
this is pretty gorgeous. 4 of these per box. How many plants for one of these? It's like
24?
Yeah.
Yeah, 32.
24 plants,
32 even.
32.
Yeah.
Math, 32 plants per box, 4 of these boxes per big box.
Where are we?
We're getting up there.
What are we?
Purple coneflower.
Yep.
Iconic. She is a legend. She is the moment, right?
And
you can't really
bergamot?
have, wild
I
bergamot.
didn't even see that in the plan. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, really gorgeous, like frothy purple flowers on that. More milkweed. You're gonna
Tons
have
of
at
milkweed.
least 3 types of milkweed. World milkweed, swamp milkweed, Asclepias tuberosa, which is butterfly milkweed. And this is dry to medium soil texture. So this is going in, not in your rain
Yes,
gardens.
up top.
Yeah, up top.
Nice. Cool.
This is better than expected.
Yeah?
Like, as far as just the health of the plants, the way it was packaged, I was not
definitely
not
is.
sure. Ready?
I don't think so, actually. Here.
It's so tight.
Yeah. Yeah, here. That's a good idea.
We've embraced, oh,
Going in from the top.
this feels violent.
Yeah.
Fine. Everything's
All
fine.
right.
Don't worry about it.
There we go.
See, I'm again just like really impressed, like
Yeah.
at how lush all of these are.
The lobelias.
They've been. Oh my god, you see the flowers? Look how good it looks! I would really like them to have growers in the Mountain West, and they're working on it. That's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, like I don't know what I was expecting. I knew they were shipping them. I knew they would be like around this size.
Yep.
I did not expect them to be so well packaged and so healthy.
They know what they're doing.
I'm
there.
actually, yeah, I'm kind of shook about
Yeah.
it. Prairie drop seed.
Oh,
It's really pretty though. It's like, imagine the light going through that.
nice.
Really
yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah, so that's the end of that box. This is like every single time, it's just plants.
Yeah.
But every single time, just like the dopamine rushes through my body.
That's amazing.
This is a lot of goldenrod.
all that goldenrod.
A lot of goldenrod.
Nice.
Bright yellow.
I don't know if that particular goldenrod, but goldenrod is the state flower of Kentucky.
So it's like home.
It is. Yeah, between that and the tulip poplar, we got the state flower and the state tree.
You got, you know?
It's almost like we're in similar hardiness zones.
Columbine, one of my favorite shade-tolerant wildflowers. There's a lot of columbine.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, Eastern Columbine is blooming between March and July, so this is going to be that early season bloom that's going to help native wildlife. It's a really good bloom time, and they do, you can kind of deadhead them to have more repeat blooms if you want. It will happen on its own, you don't have to, but if you kind of,
Right.
you can
Force
kind of,
the issue.
yeah, exactly.
Nice.
March to July, this is perfect. This is gonna be that early season bloom, and then the goldenrod and the other milkweed and stuff will bloom all the way into October. Amazing.
These came from Wisconsin?
Yes, I think that was who
Yeah.
had them in stock.
They had the nursery stock plant health certificate. Very interesting. But it's so cool that we can get these things that are native to me, to here, from Wisconsin.
Yep.
You know, like it's such a network of infrastructure that, you know,
Yep. And they ship all over.
that's so cool.
Yeah. I'm more impressed. I'm not even putting on a face. I'm more impressed than I expected to be with how
Nice.
great this looks. We put these down 4 seconds ago, and there are bees wanting to eat and pollinate.
Where are you?
That's actually kind of nuts.
That is really cool.
Oh.
Hi to be.
Just me hanging out with some Asclepias tuberosa, as one does. As one does. These plants are going in the ground tomorrow, bright and early. It is going to thunderstorm tonight, so instead of placing them now, which I would have preferred to do, we're gonna let them shelter in place a little bit so they don't get blown around or crushed or anything. And then bright and early tomorrow, we're gonna be placing them everywhere that we need to go and then getting them in the ground. We are in the home stretch of what has been 2 years of a DIY landscape that's going to have 100% native plants in it, and I'm really stoked on that. I'm really stoked on that. Follow for more.